It may feel strange to fully embody the end result, especially when the physical evidence hasn't yet materialized. But remember, what you see in the physical world is just a reflection of your inner state. The more you live from the end, the more you will see those inner shifts reflected in your outer reality. The world around you will start to mirror your new way of being. People will start to treat you differently. Opportunities that were once out of reach will now be within your grasp. The doors that seemed closed will begin to open effortlessly. Living in the end requires you to step into a higher state of consciousness. It asks you to move beyond the limitations of your current circumstances and trust that you are worthy of the life you are creating. When you make the decision to live in the end, you are choosing to operate from a place of abundance, not scarcity. You stop focusing on what is lacking and instead focus on what is already abundant in your life. This shift in focus is what allows the floodgates of abundance to open. One of the most powerful aspects of living in the end is that it helps you break free from the trap of waiting when you live from the end. You are no longer waiting for something to change in order to feel fulfilled. You are no longer waiting for a specific event or circumstance to validate your desires. Instead, you are already living as if that event or circumstance has already occurred. This is what allows you to take control of your life. You realize that you are not a passive observer of your own story, you are the author. You are the one who decides how the story unfolds. Living in the end is also about the recognition that your desires are already fulfilled in the spiritual realm, and that it is only a matter of time before they manifest in the physical. The universe is constantly moving to bring your desires to fruition, and the more you align with the end result, the quicker this process unfolds. Your job is not to force or control the outcome, but to maintain your alignment with your desires. The universe will take care of the details. When you stop doubting and second-guessing, you allow the universe to do its work in the most beautiful and miraculous ways. It's important to remember that living in the end is a practice. It's not something that you do once and then forget about. It requires consistent effort and mindfulness. You must continually bring yourself back to the end result, especially when old thoughts or beliefs try to creep in. When you are tempted to fall back into old patterns of thinking, take a deep breath and return to the feeling of already having what you desire. The more you do this, the easier it becomes to maintain that state of living from the end. Living in the end also means letting go of resistance. Resistance is the energy that comes from fear, doubt, and worry. It is the belief that something is not possible, or that you are not worthy of your desires. Resistance often arises when we are not fully trusting in the process of creation. But when you live in the end, you trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You know that there is no need to force or struggle because everything is already on its way to you. The power of living in the end is that it allows you to transcend time. You are no longer constrained by the ticking clock, always wondering when your desires will manifest. Instead, you step into the timeless space of the present moment, where everything is already available to you.